B Rob, I'm your host tonight, and we got a special guest, one of my best friends, David Doane. He's been an entrepreneur in the Augusta market, in the entertaining market in Augusta for over 20 years now that I've known. I mean, David, man, go ahead and introduce yourself, man.
What's up, everybody? Yeah, man. I've had a good time doing a lot of entertainment in the old Augusta town.
Yeah, man. David Doane, DJ Double D, right? Huh?
Right, right.
So
Oh,
what year, like, introduce yourself, man. What year did you actually start doing this bullshit?
man, I got with Malena, my wife, in '05, and then I before that I kind of did some little karaoke stuff, but until I met her, I hadn't really met, any band people or, performers or things like that. So it was kind of around 2005, and then Clint Watts actually got me the gig at Rub It In where me and you met.
Oh shit! So like Clint
So
got you
it
that
had to
gig?
be, yeah, it was funny because they had a house band for a while and they were good, but I think the house band thing was just kind of dying down.
Was it Pit Boss? Was that the house band?
No,
No.
no, dude, it was a band called Southwind,
Okay.
and
Okay.
the lead singer guy's name was Tommy, if I remember right, and he was left-handed, and that's why I remembered so much because he always had a real cool left-handed guitar that I wanted to play.
Right, because you're left-handed.
Yeah, so about 2005. So now it's been right at, you know 19, 20 years
It's fucking
doing stuff some way or another.
right. I mean, shit. We met down there in like 2008,
Yeah,
2000. I
yeah.
think it
So
was
I'd
eight.
already been doing it for a while, and I was there 7 nights, no, 6 nights a week. They were closed on Sunday, obviously,
I
but I worked
remember.
there 6 nights a week for years.
How did that affect your family with? And you said you had a wife, right? What's her name?
Yep, Milena,
Right.
Milena. It was
I think
good
that's
because
cool as
she
shit. I think that's cool as shit that you got a wife, kind of like Trump's wife's name's Melania.
Melania. Yeah,
Yeah,
she gets
you got
called that
a.
a lot.
Yeah, right. That's cool as shit. I think.
Yeah, it's either Milena, Marlena, or Melania all the time.
Right, right. I always say Melania, but that's just.
Yeah,
But now we've been friends for a minute, so.
yeah. It was a good
How,
minute,
how,
man.
so how did that affect your life, man? Because I remember coming over to your house like shit back in 2008. I think you were messing with recording for the first time, and I was like doing some stuff for church and like,
Yeah. You
yeah,
recorded a bunch of stuff over at my house.
yeah, that was crazy. I think your
Yeah,
oldest
like I was
girl
like
was
I thought I
like,
was like engineering an album.
yeah, your oldest girl was like 6, 7 years old or some
Yeah,
shit.
she
It's
was she
crazy.
was young, man. She's 24 now. That's crazy.
Yeah, yeah. It's been a minute. It's been a minute.
Yeah.
So like,
So affecting the family, man. The good thing is the family that I married into, they were already kind of a musical family. Her dad had played in bars, and he had a little band around town, and he was a great guitar player. His name was Earl James.
hell
Played in a
yeah,
band called Hard Times
hell
back
yeah.
in the day. He even played with Jeff Davidson.
Little Augusta history for you boys.
Right,
See,
right. So
like it.
so she kind of knew, that's just how it was with me. That music was going to be something that I would either do at some capacity. So she was always been pretty cool with it. I would say only up until recently, has it kind of not gotten in the way, but family's got to take more of a priority. Because my kids are just in their years of, where they need dad around and having
Adolescence.
that guidance. Yeah, yeah,
The
yeah. So,
adolescence. Yeah, no, I get it, man. I quit for a long time. I was
and I'm getting older, man, and it's just,
yeah, I get it, man. I
sometimes
didn't I
just
didn't really get back into the music business till I moved back here and my kids were already in their teenage kind of years and
right.
I get it, man. Yeah, I mean, you got to make sure the kids are good and they're raised right. Because there's a lot of crazy
Yep.
shit out there right now, man. I mean,
Yeah.
so how's affected working the nightlife for all them years affected personal life? I mean, how's that?
Well, just you miss out on a lot, and people don't understand what that means. You miss out on a lot because when I started doing weddings and parties and stuff like that, so that took me away on the weekends, and then I worked a full time job and worked at night. So man, I was just never home ever.
Right, right. I get it, man.
You
And
know,
like as a young male adult, like I get it. Like I'm sitting at work. I'm like, well, shit. I'm glad I ain't got to go to this damn birthday party with all these screaming
right?
ass
Yeah,
kids.
exactly.
You
And
sitting there
and
thinking that shit, but then years go by, and then
yeah,
like you
and
regret
it
you regret that
well
shit.
the
Like you
well the
regret
other
that you
thing,
thought that way. Like I
yeah,
get it, man. I totally get it.
yeah. Well, your mind changes because or you just I mean you really do change because when I first started it, it was just do as many as I can. Every weekend I had to be busy, and I was almost like at a competition with myself at that point.
Oh yeah,
But
no.
I wanted to be booked all the time. I tried to every time I booked, I tried to make a little more money
Like
or
it
go
did.
a little
Like
further.
at first, it didn't matter the amount. Did it? It was just like just get
Nah,
booked.
it
Like
was fun, man, and it was really neat being part of people's special days, and
right, right.
being that was kind of you're kind of the cornerstone of their moments. But I'll tell you, man, in recent years, I'd say the past two or three, I've just gotten to where I don't care as much for it.
Well,
So I could
it's
just
not that,
tell,
man. It's just that people start taking advantage of you, man. Because
well, a
like
little
I
bit,
get it,
but
man. I get it. Like that
it's a
first
lot, man.
couple.
It's a big burden to do that stuff, man.
Well,
It's crazy.
not even that, man. We don't get paid what we should get paid. Like
Nah, man.
the first couple
We're
years
still
of
on
me doing this.
1970s wages.
I know, bro. Like, let me just give you my experience, and I just started this not too long ago.
Yeah.
I retired from my career, and I started doing
And
this.
damn good at it, by the way.
I
If you need a
appreciate,
DJ,
I
you need a DJ, you get with
appreciate,
B Rob. He'll hook you up all the way.
I appreciate that, my friend. I learned from the best, but I like the first year I took every gig. Like it was like, fuck it, I'll do $150 for 3 hours. Yeah, me and David
Right.
we'll split it, whatever. And we were just like going hard and like I was kind of getting you back excited because I know you had been in a lull because you had been doing the shit so long. And it's nice to have somebody fresh next to you to kind of push you.
Yeah.
And we were doing the damn thing, and it just got to the point to where like anybody and everybody come up would do a gig for 100 to 150 bucks, and you're just like, well, fuck. I mean, how this is like oversaturation. Like the
Yeah.
market's just crazy, and then you get to the point to where like everybody's doing karaoke for 150 bucks, like it's not even worth the shit anymore. Like it's not worth your time to go out and pack your shit up and put it in your car and drive to a karaoke gig for 3 hours for 150 bucks, man.
Yeah,
And
man.
hopefully
That's
people show up. It's just and it's
yeah.
wild, man. It's wild, bro. Things got kind of crazy after COVID, but
Well, this is such a crazy town too, man, because I've never seen anywhere else but Augusta that has so much music going on at one time, all the
yeah.
time. I
And then
mean, every restaurant has somebody playing in it. Every restaurant has karaoke. Every restaurant has trivia. Every there's so much stuff. You travel out of town, and there might be two places in the whole town that do karaoke, or one place that
yes.
does trivia and one karaoke. And that's what that's what you get by that super saturated. And everybody's trying to ink their way in, so it's like it gets cheaper and cheaper and cheaper, and people want what they can get for the lowest amount of money. I do too, but that's just time. That's your life. That's equipment. That's, you know,
Yeah,
I mean,
and to be
why
honest
is
with you,
it so
man, I
important to
mean,
cut somebody's throat to just so you can do a thing? Very strange.
I don't know. And it's one of the only places in America that you can play and not be that good and people still
Yeah,
hire you. It's kind of wild. It's kind of wild, man. I mean, like I
yeah.
think in Nashville, you gotta like actually pay to play because people are so damn good. But here, you can just play, and as long as you got like 10 people that show up and say you're good, then hey, it is what it is. But I'm not one to judge, and I'm just here for the ride. And well, let me ask you this, Dave. What's some of the most favorite places you work in Augusta?
Well, there's always going to be Shannon's. It's no longer around, unfortunately, sadly. One of the coolest places ever. So that's probably my most fond place in the whole wide world.
And the
Um,
coolest thing is some of my favorite memories were me and my brother going to like do your open mics there.
yeah. Oh man, that was
Monday
great,
night, I
man.
think it
When
was Monday nights or something, right?
yeah, with
Right before.
Johnny and
Yeah, yeah,
Dylan and you
yeah, yeah.
guys,
Yeah, that was pretty.
dude, that was y'all made a whole fire ass song up just on the spot, and I'm doing backup vocals like we rehearsed that shit 20 times.
Yeah, dude. But I mean, that's just that was that was kind of where me and my brother are at the time. We were just trying to make music and trying
But
to
that's
become.
where I did everything. That's where I mean, I guess I was always kind of shy at it, and I got started in music kind of late. I didn't start learning to play guitar or any even thought about any type of performing
But I'm gonna bring
live
this
for
shit
people.
up, and people probably
No.
don't even know this, but you did win like a newspaper award for one original song back when I first got here and I first met you. Uh,
Oh yeah, I
yeah,
had an
you had it.
article. I had an article
Yeah,
done.
yeah.
It was
Steve Yules.
Sonic Spotlight,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they did a write up on me, and I performed an original song down at the amphitheater.
I remember that shit. That's how, like, when I first met you, like, I did research and you.
Yeah, I was doing those songwriter competitions. They used
Yes,
to put
yes,
one
yes,
on
yes.
every year, and I did it with all kinds of people. Brandon Bowers, and
Yeah, I did
I
one
mean,
year, I think, once you
all
introduced
kind of
me.
people.
Yes, yes, yes. That was back. Who's the guy who
God,
does it? Who's the guy who does the Southeastern Songwriter? Joe
oh yeah,
Stevenson.
Joe Stevenson. There you
Yeah,
go.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the one who I think. Yeah, or he won it that year or something.
He probably did. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember.
And then that one guy won it that one year, kind of pissed me off. Litter makes me bitter.
Uh, what was
I
that
mean,
band's name? Was that a guy or a band?
it was just a dude, and it was a cool little tune, man. I'm just kidding around.
No.
I, you know,
Yeah.
don't want to get too crazy.
No, it's all good. I don't even remember what the hell it was. But hey, tell me what's some of the worst places you've had to fuck with?
I don't think I'm
Oh, you can be honest, man. Shit.
man.
This
I'm not gonna
podcast.
say names of places, man, but they'll know who they are. I mean, it's just sticks.
It's just sad,
Six.
man, like that some people can't
It
be
is,
honest with
man.
you, Like,
Well, here
and
recently, I had a little altercation with an establishment, and at the end of the day, mistakes happen. Yes, I get it, but I'll give you a little history. I worked there, did karaoke for a little while, and I work in a career where I'm a maintenance man for an apartment community. So there are times when I have to leave, man. I'm on call. There's an emergency. I have to leave. That does not lend itself very well to gigs, on a weekly basis. And maybe their fault, maybe my fault. I I just can't be there all the time. So I guess what I'm saying anyway. So I wasn't able to make it all the time, so I would get a fill in here and there, and they didn't care for that, and I wasn't able to provide the consistent service that I said I would, so I quit, and I thought I quit on good terms. Our band was playing there pretty regular, and then they wanted to make the pay go down real low, like $400 for five dudes. I mean, it's just not worth it. I mean,
No,
yes, you play
hell
for
no.
fun, but I mean, come on, I mean, if I can't pay, I mean, my bar tab at the end of the night, that's
Bruh.
not really fun
Yeah.
because it's a lot of work, man. People
We
think
we
that playing
know.
in a band is just easy. I
Bruh.
mean, you gotta do all the rehearsals. You got to get around everybody's schedule. You got to load
Let
your
me just
equipment
go on
in.
record in Augusta right now and say that $800 for a 4-piece band is shit. That's $200 a man. That's what a normal acoustic person who just pulls his fucking acoustic out in one speaker and plays for 2 hours. That's what they get paid.
Yeah, man.
So a full production band with a sound guy for $800 is shit. And like, I don't care like what that gets me in my reputation or anything, but I'm gonna say that shit, and
Yeah.
that's the
Well, the
honest to
other
God
the
truth.
other thing
So
for
like,
me on top of that is think about this. So in my band, the guys that play with me are a lot more experienced than me and have been doing the job a lot longer than me. And
right.
they're consummate professionals. They're only worth $120.
Mhm.
I mean, these guys are killing it, ripping it.
Oh, I know.
This ain't no bullshit. I
No, I
mean,
get.
but anyway, so I digress on that. So we decided that we weren't going to play there for that amount of money. And that was that. No harm done, no hard feelings. So recently, I got a call from a new bar manager. There's been like 10. Um, and she said, "Hey, we'd love to get y'all back in there and play." And I said, "Okay, cool." And she said, "Well, we got some dates towards the end of the year that we want to eat up. Can you pick one?" So we did. We started advertising for it. And then, the week of, a couple days before,
Christmas
they
week,
call me,
mind you.
right, Chris, well, just the other day. But and canceled it. And it's not the fact that they canceled it. I don't really even know what the fact of it is. It's just I didn't call you. You called me. If you had another band booked for 6 months out, you should have known that. That should have I mean, one person had to give another person my phone number to get in touch with me. So this was a conversated thing. It wasn't just a on the fly. You thought you didn't have a band. You booked us. I had the opportunity to go make money other places. And I hate to say that it's about money,
Mhm.
but if somebody took money out of your pocket in whatever profession that you do, you'd be pissed. And I don't care who you are.
Yeah, I mean it's fuck.
So
I mean it's excuse me, it's
So,
crazy.
and then, I put it on Facebook, which, everybody says, don't do that, Dave. You put shit on Facebook. Sometimes you just got to let it roll. Sometimes you just got to let it slide. And look, don't nobody let nothing slide on me. Everybody knows everything I've ever done. If I've screwed you over, it's been on Facebook. If you didn't like me, somebody's told somebody about it. I ain't never no angel. I fuck up just like everybody else. I try to apologize if I'm sorry. I don't get up in the morning and say, "Hey, whose life can I wreck today?" But shit
I
happens.
know, like, right.
You know.
Yeah, let me let's get up and drink a
Yeah.
fucking 10 Red Bulls and just see
Yeah,
who I
man.
can fuck today. You
I
know what I'm saying?
honestly just try
Right.
to go through my life just being as honest as I can be, as helpful as I can be, as good a friend as I can be. And it just usually, but I got a big mouth, man. I can't shut up. If I've been wronged, I want fucking people to know.
I mean, it is what it is, bro. I mean, that's
And people say you shouldn't run to Facebook, and I've definitely been trying to stay off of it. But sometimes when you're mad, you just want to fucking let it out.
yeah. I mean,
And then when you
well,
let it out, all it's in the comment section. All you're doing is getting kicked in your teeth.
well. I mean,
You know.
you can't worry about what people think about you. If you were, if
Well,
hey,
and that's hard
if
because you
you ain't
want
got
people to think
haters,
good of you.
like this, is old B Rob. If you ain't got haters, you doing the wrong. You doing the shit wrong, bro.
Well, I'm pretty sure I got haters. That's for sure.
That's why I woke up this morning. I was like, "How in the hell am
No,
I?
brother, I got one. I
How
got
in
one
the
for you.
hell am I nominated for 4 fucking like Augusta's best?"
Congratulations, by the way.
I
Go
was
vote for
just
B
like,
Rob,
"What
Augusta's
in the?"
best.
I was like, "What in the fuck did I do?"
Very,
Because,
very cool stuff, man. Very cool stuff.
because normally I'm usually rocking the boat. I mean, like I'm either getting fucking banned from somewhere or it's just. But it is what it is, man.
It's just I was raised in a different way than what the world is. And the thing I guess that bothers me the most is most of the people that I associate with or around my age or older. So they grew up with the same values that I did.
Right.
But I
Generation
don't,
X.
so I can't say, oh, well, it was just some kind of disconnect because, that generation's different than this, or the younger kids, they just don't see it my way. And I don't, let me back up. Nobody has to see it my way, but I mean, I just try to be logical about stuff.
But you know what I'm
But
saying.
there's just a lot of stuff in this town that just don't make no sense to me. You got a lot of people that let playing music kind of be like this superpower or this thing to hold over people's head and to hold people back or to pass judgment or to say who can or who can't. And it's just really sad.
It's a disconnect, bro.
Man, and
It's kind
it's
of
just,
like,
I had a dude tell me it's not even it's not his bar, it's not his place, it has nothing to do with him. But he's told me, "Hey, you can't get on my stage." I mean, dude, I feel like people treat Augusta like it's like little Nashville or something. I mean,
well,
we all live in the same town, dog. When you went to Waffle House, I had the same crackheads fork in my mouth just like you did. You know what I mean?
oh yeah, and I mean
We're all here,
that's
and
the
I'll tell you, Augusta has got hella talent, man. There's so many people here that are so talented that it's absolutely insane. But there's a lot of assholes too.
well, it's and the fucked up thing about it is they want you to do their thing. They don't want to let you do your thing.
Man, that pisses me off more than anything, dude. Like
It's
I'll see
like
people on Facebook,
you
and
gotta
there's
come do this for free and play this like here and do this like competition and this, that, and the other. I'm like, man, it's not football, bro. Like, I don't want to do that. I like play everywhere. And
well,
people like me.
that's because they're gatekeepers, man.
Exactly.
That's all that is, man.
Ooh, did you say that? Say it again.
I did. Gatekeepers, man. People people that get the only pleasure in their life by having something to hold against another human being.
Yep.
But the thing about it is
And
everything that's ever been
when they've
big
got the
will fall.
stage, they don't have nothing to work for either.
Well, I'm going to tell you a lot of them too. I call them, Facebook or finger pirates. They real big, behind the screen and real big, on the phone. But, if you ever said, "Hey, I'm going to come talk to you," then all of a sudden, things get to moving a little better. So what I mean by that is a lot of people that run their mouth are big pussies
Yeah, that. Ooh, Peter
in
Pan.
real life, IRL, in real life, you know.
But that's true, though. I mean, there's a lot of big talking people, and
Well, when I was a kid, I also got taught if you're gonna talk the talk, you got to walk the walk.
oh
And I'm gonna tell
no,
you,
yeah,
I have I have popped some mouths, and I've been popped in the mouth. You know what
oh
I
yeah,
mean?
no, no,
I've had
no,
it on both ends.
yeah,
So,
no. It's Generation X, baby. Me and my brother Sweet. Just ask Benji. Just ask Brooks. They, yeah, no, yeah, no, we've had our fair share.
and I ain't trying to say I'm some kind of badass, but
Shit,
or
man.
anything like that.
I remember back in the neighborhood right there off Old Evans Road, right there, South Columbia neighborhood, and there was this little guy, and his older brother was the badass in the neighborhood. His name was Mike Hall.
Uh oh,
You might know Mike Hall.
I probably know everybody in this town
Shit.
some way or another.
But anyway, he was this badass motherfucker. He would beat anybody's ass. But like his younger brother went and like we was all playing in the church parking lot football and tackle football back in them days and like Benji tackled his ass pretty hard and he got up and want to fight Benji. I was like, no, 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 you want to fight Benji? You turn around and fight me, motherfucker. Because
Uh oh.
he was like this, like he was at the Augusta boxing club and this he had already beat up a couple people in the neighborhood. You know, he thought he was a badass. But he turned on me and I beat the fuck out of him. And I thought his older brother, Mike, was gonna come beat my ass, but Mike came to me and he was like, "Nah, if he deserved it, man, fucking, he turned on you." I was like, "Okay, that's cool."
Yeah,
So you know,
that's
that
it,
was
man.
that was back in the day, bro. And that was in the
Yeah,
early '80s. That
I
shit, that's the
just
way it was. Now it's
I
fucking
just wish
crazy. You can't do
it is
shit
great.
like that no more.
Nah,
Motherfuckers want to fucking
I,
kill you.
yeah, I just wish people were nicer, man. That's all.
Yeah, no, I mean it's like back in the day it was cool, but nah,
You know, just wish people were nicer. I just wish people had that selflessness that I tried to grow up with. I mean, I help people all the time, man. Sometimes I just feel like I kind of get a little shit on, but
but then
you
then
know,
then then like when they really really like they don't remember shit like that, bro. People
yeah,
don't remember
I've
shit
done
like that.
stuff for just about everybody, man.
Right.
I've had a lot of good times. I feel like I'm in some kind of rut, man, or some kind of just like some doldrum or something, or just some kind of like there's some out to get me lately. I don't. It's probably just me
Nah,
because
man.
I'm ADHD as hell. So sometimes I get paranoid. But I just wish people would be nicer. I just wish things were a little easier. I wish people didn't hold grudges against you for no reason. I got one for you. So I guess he's a friend of mine. But almost every time, like I get in this, I finally do put something on Facebook every like 6 months or so that pisses everybody off.
Right.
He's always like kicking me in the balls, man. And so the other day he did the same thing, and I messaged him and I was like, "What is your deal? Do you not like me or something?" And then we had this big exchange going back and forth, and where he's like, "No, I don't even know how you could even think that, man." And then, like a day later, he comes back and he's like, "I did hold a grudge against you because you had a guitar player in your band one time that I didn't like, and you said you didn't like him either, so I felt betrayed." Man, this is like years. This I don't even know. I didn't know what to say to the guy. Then he comes back. He was like, "Merry Christmas, man. I'm sorry." I was like, I never even answered him back because I was just, I mean, I was at
I
a left
mean,
field.
like,
Like people hate me, dude, because
no, it's
of
not
somebody
that,
that
man.
I played guitar with.
Bro,
There's a couple people I played with, and I'm telling you, people look at you different, even if you just played with somebody.
bro, mental health is not something that's common right now. So it's not weird. Trust me.
It's the
It's,
wild, wild west, man.
yeah. And you just can't, like, that's why I kind of hold up, like me and you are tight, but like me and a lot of people ain't tight. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I ain't tight with a lot of people. It ain't,
Well,
I ain't,
man,
I
it's
don't
the
let
thing that
people in
bothers me
like
the
that.
most about everybody everywhere. So this just ain't our hometown related, man. It's just, man, it's just no compassion for people at all, man.
Yep.
It's just I've
Yeah,
just
man.
never seen the most so selfless lately. It's just
Well,
crazy, man. It's
and the
just
more you
dog
try,
eat dog.
then it's like the more you try, it's like what? What the fuck? I could give you some examples, but I ain't gonna say no names.
Yeah,
I've
it is what it is.
I've clinged on to a couple people during my 3 year journey as a independent artist, and yeah, I just know that me and you've been common, and that's about it. But
And people just don't. I don't think people like me. Not a lot of people, at least.
it ain't that, man.
In the
It's jealousy,
I
bro.
just well, it may be. I mean, we all know what our strong suits are and all that stuff, but you know, I just people just man, just step back and just what would Jesus do or have
Right.
others do unto you as that you would do unto them. I don't remember how it went, something like that.
No, it's
But
like,
man,
well, a
I mean,
lot
if you
of
wouldn't want somebody doing that to you, don't do it to them because it ain't tit for tat. But I mean, damn, it just needs to be like halfway fair.
the way I keep telling myself is like, Father, forgive them. They know not what they do because
Well, they know that's the thing.
they know, but it's so, it's so, I guess it's so mainstream not to like, to know and like not give a fuck, maybe. I guess it's
Yeah.
so mainstream to be, just blasphemous. I don't know, man.
I don't know, man. Sometimes I just think, I'm like I don't know, like a witch hunt, man. Because I know I've done more good than I've ever done bad, but
Well, there's that, and that's all that needs to matter. And as long as you in your heart believe that, and you good with God, and that's all that matters, my friend.
that's it, man. I just, want to be a good dad, and I want to make good music and have good memories and have fun and
Yep.
remember these times. Man, I'm getting older, dude. I mean, this stuff just, it ain't like it used to be.
Yeah, I seen your little chill spot, man. That looks pretty cool, bro.
Yeah, man, and I'm going to tell you, I
I was
want to be
kind
here
of
more
you
than
kind of
anything.
you kind of fucked me up when I came to get my damn lights. I was like, where the fuck is this house? I like rode by it twice. I was like,
It makes
I
it
know
makes
I
it look
know
that
this
different.
motherfucker ain't one with a half sheets hanging up in this bitch. I said, I know this bitch. And then I was like, oh shit, that is him.
Yeah, man.
But then
Man, it's just I just want
when
to
you
be
got it
home with
all
the
up,
wife.
it looked
Yeah,
good.
it's up now. It looks good.
Yeah.
It holds heat too.
Yeah,
Pretty
no.
good. You have to come over
Oh,
here and bring the get fiddles and write a little
yeah,
something on here one night.
definitely, bro. I believe it. I believe it.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna. I guess I'll just end with this, man. You just we all live in the same place.
Hell yeah.
We're all trying to do the same thing.
And there's plenty
I
enough fair,
respect
bro.
you. I respect you if you respect me. But if you get cross with me, I'm gonna get cross back. I'm gonna say what I don't believe in, just like you have that right. You know, and I don't have to just take things. And if someone punishes me for my beliefs or what I say, then I'm the one that has to take the punishment, not you. But if we all stood up and had morals and all band together and said, "No, this is what we're going to do, and this is not what we're going to put up with," then it would change for the better for everybody.
Absolutely, bro.
But anyway, peace, love, rock and roll.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having, thank you for
No,
being on
thank
my
you,
shit.
dude. It's my first podcast. And I also want to say, man, I'm here for everybody. I mean, I help people all the time, dude. I lend people my PA. You ain't got a cord? Cool. I'll run it up to you real quick. I'm not a bad dude. I just, some things just seem silly to me and I don't get it. And I don't understand why some people put up with different things. But, you know, anyway,
I get it myself, my man.
it is what it is. But, dude, I
Hey,
love you, man. Merry
love you too,
Christmas.
bro.
Happy New Year. All that
Yes,
good
sir.
shit.
Awesome.
All right, brother. Love you. Bye.
Love it. Bye. Hey guys, B Rob here from Food for Thought Podcast. Just wanted to let you know that Food for Thought Podcast is brought to you by the B Rob LLC, B Rob Music, and Barstool Booking. If you want to tip or you want to be a sponsor on the show, please visit the website www.theberob.com. That's TheBerob.com. Thanks, and see you guys soon.